my lovelies, and welcome to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as always. Today's video is going to be a bit of a swatches video. So I decided to up my game a little bit in terms of my colors and expand my color range. So I have some ranges or certain colors that I don't have a great range in, mainly sort of blues, greens, and I love those colors and I thought I need to get some more. So I've gone and got some new polishes from Born Pretty, as you can see here. So these are both, there's two different types. I've got two different types of boxes here. And at this stage, I'm honestly not sure what the difference is between them. They both have Born Pretty Pro on them. They're both soak off gel polishes, so I'm not quite sure, but the packaging is slightly different. So we're going to have a look at those. And I'm not going to swatch these. I just wanted to show you some of the things you can expect to see in some upcoming videos, because I decided to get a few other bits and pieces for my nail art. So I have got the spider gel in the black and the white. So I've now got the gold and the silver. I decided to get the little gold and silver loose leaf foils as well, which I've never used before, so I'm quite curious to try those. I also got nail sugar, and I got an Aurora Mermaid Chameleon Chrome Pigment, which I just thought sounded divine. And oh, look at that, looks like it's going to be amazing. So you will be seeing those in upcoming manis, but for today we are just going to be doing some swatches, but I will unbox them off camera. I just wanted to show you how beautifully they were presented and how they arrived. So these products are all from NSI Australia. They all came very neatly wrapped in very tightly packed plastic bags, and then wrapped in those, what are those? You know, those like packing beads, but the long ones, not the little tiny beads, the long, I think they're polystyrene or something, and then boxed. So everything is being packaged really nicely. And then with these, you can see the color through the box. So I'm kind of looking at, I haven't opened these yet, as you can see. These two look like they might actually be quite similar. So I was trying to branch out with my greens, as I mentioned, but I have a feeling I've ended up getting some similar colors. But as you know, it can be hard to tell online when you're looking at colors. So, and I went with an orange. That's kind of like a turquoisey color by the looks of things. And then a royal blue. Oh, I love blue. And then a soft pink, because I have a lot of bright pinks. As you know, I love my bold and bright colors. And I thought, you know what, I could probably go with a slightly more subtle shade. So I am going to go away and get these unboxed. I've got my swatch sticks ready to go, and I shall be right back. Okay, we are back after having unboxed. So I've got two different series here, as you can see from the bottles, and we saw from the boxes before. So this series here, in this box, this is what these bottles look like. And I have to say, these bottles feel and really do look like quality. Like, they're really nicely done. I love the color in the cap, like that's just awesome. So that's what these bottles look like, you know, and they'd look really nice sitting on your gel polish display case or something like that. Mine are actually tucked away in a drawer, and it kind of seems a bit of a waste when the bottles look so nice. But anyway, old habits die hard. I've done that from the very early days, just to keep them out of the sunlight. You know, when they're in opaque black bottles like this, it's probably not really an issue. It's just, as I said, old habits and all of that. Now, this series, I had to leave this one in the box because I had to show you this box. This box is amazing. It's like the TARDIS. Check this out. Actually slides out, and look at that. It's like lying on its own little bed. I just love that. I thought that was, yes, of course, it's very gimmicky, but it's also very cute. So yes, this one's quite snugly done. And then, just in case you weren't sure, there are instructions on the bottom telling you to prep your nail, do your base coat, your gel polish, and top coat. So I just thought they were great boxes. I thought, you know, that's just beautiful. I'm probably not going to keep mine in the box, but, you know, just for something different, how cool is that? So I just had to show you that because I was very impressed with that. So yes, these ones look a little bit different, as you can see. The bottles are slightly different. As I said, I'm honestly not sure what the difference is between them. They are a different series, and I don't think it's just a case of the packaging, because I've got two number 33s here. So this one is number 33 in this collection, and was it, yes, and this one is number 33 in the other collection. So they are obviously quite different beyond just the packaging. So maybe when we're swatching, we'll find out what the difference is. Obviously, in terms of my swatch sticks, I have two. I'm Born Pretty number 33. But given like one's orange and one's green, I don't really think that is going to be much of an issue. So yes, so enough babbling. Let's get on with some swatches. So we'll grab, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll line up the swatches with these so you guys don't have to bear with me. I'll be back. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that numpty here. Honestly, talk about amateur hour. I forgot to press record when I did my first coat. I'm so sorry, guys, honestly. Oh, where is my brain today? I've got no idea. However, I realized when I went to cure them. So we are going to do a second coat on these ones and then the first coat on these polishes. So you will get to see the consistency. I'm so sorry, honestly. I don't know where my head is. Anyway, what I was saying, apparently to myself and not the camera, is that these are beautiful. They're lovely to apply. They're really nice quality. This one is probably the one that might give you a little bit of streaking, and I mean, it's really nothing. This is just one coat. These polishes are really quite opaque. This turquoisey one, number 40, you could do that in one coat easily. The others not. The other ones definitely need two coats. If you do thin coats like I do, so, you know, if you do tend to do thicker coats, then that might be a different story. But with the pastel pink, I would definitely go two coats anyway, because I always feel with pastels you need that that smoothing out. That's just the nature of pastel colors. They are often like that, a bit like the neon colors, very similar in the way that you work with them. You want to be a bit more floaty in your method of application and a bit less, you know, sort of on that very sharp angle. You almost want to float them on. But these polishes are very creamy. They are beautiful to work with. They're relatively thick for a gel polish. You know, some gel polishes can be really quite thin and runny consistency. These, or this series, are not like that. So they are lovely. They're very creamy consistency, relatively thick. So I think they'll probably be quite good for things like nail art. They'll be nice to work with. They're not, and because they're thick, they're not, you know, they're not pooling at all. And look at that, that's two coats. And that's absolutely stunning. I love this color. This color is just amazing. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful color. Now, I'm not actually sure if these are 30 or 60-second cure. I'll have to look them up. It might actually tell me on my little box. I'll have a look in a second. Otherwise, I'll have a look on the NSO website and let you know. I love this color. So yes, I've got only one orange in my collection, which is why I wanted to go for this one. And the color that I've currently got is a real neon orange. You've probably seen it in my Halloween videos, whereas this is quite a different color. This is kind of a real sun type orange. Great summer color. Beautiful consistency, very, very creamy. These are lovely polishes. I'm really liking these. They are very creamy to work with. Now, that was also the first number 33. That was a 33 in that collection. This actually doesn't need a second coat, but I will show you a second coat just so you can see the consistency of this polish. This is number 40. And this is beautiful. Like, this is just, oh, it's magic to work with. It's just lovely. It's so creamy. So smooth to apply. And this one is very opaque. So yes, as I said, you really don't need two coats with this one. So if you're short on time, great color to use. Any one coat is always going to save you time. So yes, beautiful. So we're going to pop those in the lamp. I'm going to put them on for 60 seconds. As I said, I'm not sure what they need, so we'll go 60 in this first instance. So this is the second 33 in this collection. So we're going to have a look and see what the difference is with this collection. That first one was very creamy. Ooh, these are looking pretty creamy as well. So this is quite a different shape brush. It's also a slippery brush. This is a very smooth surface brush, unlike that one, which was quite matte and very grippy. So, which I wouldn't normally comment on. It's just quite marked because I've just gone from one to the other. I'm loving that green. How gorgeous is that color? I'm liking that. That's really quite opaque as well. So you know what, I reckon you could do a one coater for that color as well. This one is 47. Not sure, this might be reasonably similar. I think these three kind of look like they're a little bit more similar than I thought they were going to be online, but you never really know. Oh, maybe not. There you go, just goes to show you, doesn't it? That's much more of a kind of grey green. Oh, that's lovely. Wow, okay. No, they're all quite different. Just ignore my previous comment. These are super opaque. Like, wow. That is another one coater. That is beautiful. Wow. Okay, loving these colors, ladies and gents. These are beautiful. They are lovely to work with as well. Very, very nice. Probably not recommended to drop them like I just did, but okay, so here we've got, oh, okay. So this is a bit more of a bluey grey type. Okay. That's pretty too. Okay. All right, so, well, so far, all of the ones in this collection are one coaters. This one I'll probably do two. It's not quite as opaque as the others, but wow, it's just lovely. And then this one is another orange. So that one, quite different though. This one's quite a bold orange as opposed to this one, which is more of a yellowy type orange. So, wow. I am loving these colors, I have to say. These are beautiful to work with. I love the way that gel polish has just come along in leaps and bounds in recent years. Like, do you guys agree with me? I just feel that, you know, from when gel polish very first started, it was, you know, quite flaky and hard to work with, and, you know, there's a lot of shrink back, and you had to have different techniques for different colors. And I mean, that's still true to an extent, but wow. So this is a more translucent shade, this one, which I think it's intended to be, because it's not translucent in terms of a bit streaky like a pastel can be. It's almost like a jelly. Maybe you can see it better when I haven't got my hand behind it. It's a bit more of a jelly type color. So we'll see how that one comes out with a second coat, which I'll do off camera, and I'll top coat them and then I will come back. Okay, so we are back and we are all top coated. So this is all 8 swatches lined up. I've left them in their series order. So these first 4 are this series that have the matte bottle and cap brush. That's the word. That's be the word I'm looking for. And then this large color on the top. And then the second series still got a matte bottle, but this is a shiny lid. Both have the color on the top. So both beautiful to work with. I have to say, both are very, very creamy, lovely colors to work with. This range are probably slightly more opaque, but having said that, I still did 2 coats. This orange number 29, that definitely needed 2 coats. That was the one I said, and it is basically, it's opaque, but it is a slightly sort of less opaque, if that makes sense. It's not translucent, it is not a jelly color. But that one definitely does need 2 coats, unless you want a jelly look, in which case you will get that with just a single coat. And then the others, I think this one, these 2 in particular, didn't really need a second coat, but I like to do a second coat. The other thing I like about these is that these color caps on here are really, really well secured. So I've had some other brands where like these caps have just, you know, as you pick up the bottle, the cap just pings off. They're really well secured, so that's really good. These ones aren't even going to come off anyway, so that's easy peasy. And these colors are just lovely. So they're all numbered. None of these polishes have names. They've all got numbers. As I mentioned earlier, I've got 2 number 33s, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, you know, you can pretty clearly see the difference in color, so that's not really a thing for me. And it's nice that you've got the colors on the top. So yeah, lovely consistency, really easy to work with, no streaking, lovely creamy colors. Really quite opaque, and these 3 colors did end up being really quite different. As I said, I did want to get a few extra greens, and as you can see, yeah, they're really, the tones of these are really really very different. So, and I think I made the comment in my Christmas video, like I really felt like I was missing a Christmas green. Well, I'm not now. I mean, look at that. That's just perfect Christmas tree color. And then there's this turquoisey color. So I don't know. Is anyone else feeling a marble coming on here? Like, I reckon that would look beautiful in a marble. What do you guys reckon? And then you've got this lovely royal blue. I haven't got enough hands. And I love that. That's just stunning. What a beautiful color. So yes, I'm not quite sure what colors you're going to see next, but I can pretty much guarantee you the next mani, which as you can see, I really need to do because I've got a lot of regrowth, is going to be using something from this collection and possibly a little bit of gold or silver spider gel and foils. Better give some thought to that. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching as always. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please do so. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.